What's up, Broncos country? How's it going? Today we're diving headfirst into the Denver Broncos offseason, and man, it's been making some serious noise. According to Sports Illustrated, our team killed it with the moves, but hey, there are still some questions floating around that have us scratching our heads. So grab your beer, put on your Pat Certain 2 jersey, and let's break it all down with that fiery passion only Broncos fans know. If you live and breathe orange and blue, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell, because this video is packed with hot info about our roster, signings, the draft, and what's coming in the 2025 season. And of course, I want to hear from you in the comments. What do you think about the Broncos' offseason moves? I'm curious. All right, Broncos country, let's kick this off with a bang. Sports Illustrated gave our team huge props, saying the Denver Broncos were one of the big winners this offseason. And no wonder, right? GM George Paton and coach Sean Payton came out swinging, and the result is a makeover that's got us dreaming big. First up, free agency signings. The Broncos were surgical, bringing in guys who can make an immediate impact. Evan Engram, that tight end who's a nightmare for defenders, is now ours. He's fast, reliable with his hands, and is going to be a lethal weapon for Bo Nix on offense. Just picture it, Broncos country, Engram running routes across the middle, leaving linebackers eating dust. Who's hyped to see that? Raise your hand. On top of that, the defense got some serious beef. Talanoa Hufanga, a safety who hits like a freight train and covers the field like no one else, is here to lock down the secondary. And there's more. Dre Greenlaw, a linebacker who's proven he's a tackling monster and a leader in the NFL. These guys are exactly the type that make the crowd scream, "Defense" at Empower Field at Mile High. You think this duo will turn our defense into the best in the league? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I want to know. But wait, there's more. The draft was smart and aggressive. First-round pick Jahdae Barron is a cornerback being called the next big name in our secondary. He can cover the slot or outside, super versatile, and has that ball hawk instinct reminding us of our star Patrick Surtain too. Speaking of Surtain, he was Defensive Player of the Year in 2024. Imagine him and Barron locking down opposing passing games. It's enough to give any QB nightmares. Another gem from the draft is running back RJ Harvey, picked in the second round. This guy's an explosion machine. He's got insane vision, cuts like no other, and according to Sean Payton himself, he was the best RB in the draft after Ashton Jeanty. Broncos country, just picture Harvey bursting through the middle of the line, racking up yards and making us jump off the couch. I'm already picturing the highlights. Now hold on to this. PFF is saying our defense has the potential to be the best in the NFL in 2025. That's right, number one. And this isn't just talk. Let's look at the numbers and the names making this prediction a reality. In 2024, the Broncos finished 7th in total yards allowed and 3rd in points allowed. What's even crazier? We led the NFL in sacks with 63 total, breaking a franchise record that stood for 40 years. That's Vance Joseph, our defensive coordinator, showing up big time. And now with the reinforcements, things are only gonna get scarier. Patrick Surtain too, a legend already, leads the secondary. Last year, he took a pick 100 yards to the house against the Raiders, who yelled out loud when that happened. Now, with Jahdae Barron on the other side, opposing receivers are in for a world of hurt. Don't forget Hufanga patrolling the deep. Field and Greenlaw acting like a guided missile on running backs. On the defensive line, Zach Allen and John Franklin Myers combined for 15.5 sacks in 2024, and Nick Bonito also topped 10 sacks. And we can't forget Syvian Jones, our third-round pick who's already being called a steal. This guy's a monster rushing the QB, and I bet Vance Joseph's grinning ear to ear with all these weapons. But Broncos country, the question that just won't go away, is this defense really going to be the number one in the league? Or will teams like the Jets or Ravens give us a tougher time? I want to hear from you. Drop it in the comments. Which defensive player do you think will be the MVP in 2025? All right, Broncos country, now let's talk offense, because Bo Nix is ready to take that big second-year leap. Our rookie QB showed flashes of brilliance in 2024, but now, with a better supporting cast around him, the expectation is that he'll start silencing the haters for good. Evan Engram, like I said, is going to be a reliable target across the middle. But he's not the only one. Courtland Sutton is still our WR1, that guy who wins one-on-ones and comes through in clutch moments. And then there's Troy Franklin, who finished 2024 on fire, scoring touchdowns and building chemistry with Knicks. Those two, plus Pat Bryant. A third-round draft pick, the former receiving core that could really surprise people. On the O-line, we're in good shape. Sports Illustrated highlighted our offensive line as one of the best in the league in 2024, opening holes in the run game and keeping Knicks upright. And there's a new name to watch, Clay Webb. He's an undrafted free agent who's already getting buzz. He can play guard or center, and PFF said he's a perfect fit for our blocking scheme. Could Webb be the next hidden gem for the Broncos, like Chris Harris Jr.? What do you think, Broncos country? And of course, there's R.J. Harvey in the backfield. This guy is the kind of RB who gets the crowd on their feet with every run. He's explosive, he's got vision, and according to PFF, he had a 95.1 grade. In college, which is insane. With him leading the way, along with Audric Estime and Jaleel McLaughlin, the Broncos' run game might finally be back as a real threat. But hey, there's a catch. ESPN pointed out that Bo Nix could face a sophomore slump, that second-year dip that hits a lot of young QBs. So is he going to feel the pressure or prove he's the guy to take us back to the playoffs? I want your take, Broncos country. Will Knicks shine or stumble in 2025, Broncos country? It's not all sunshine, right? As awesome as this offseason was, Sports Illustrated and PFF pointed out a few issues still hanging over this team. Let's talk about them, because yeah, we're passionate fans, but we're realists too. First up, the run game. R.J. Harvey is exciting, but he's a rookie, and guys like Estime and McLaughlin still haven't proven they can carry the load. PFF said our backfield is full of potential, but lacking proven production. So is Harvey going to break out right away, or will we miss having a veteran in the room? Next concern, the linebacker spot. Alex Singleton and Dre Greenlaw are your starters, but Singleton's coming off a serious knee injury, and Greenlaw's been dealing with a hamstring issue. Depth behind them is a question mark, and PFF called this one of the weakest spots on the roster. A guy like J.B. Brown, undrafted rookie, is making noise trying to steal a spot. But can he handle the grind of the NFL? And then there's safety. Hufanga is a baller, no doubt, but he's had injury issues. PFF even suggested the Broncos bring in a veteran like Julian Blackmon to boost that depth. What do you think? Do we need another safety, or do you trust Hufanga to hold it down? Sound off in the comments. Broncos country, it's time to look ahead and dream big. The Denver Broncos are on the rise. After going 10-7 and making the playoffs in 2024, the mission now is to go for the top of the AFC West. The Chiefs are still the Kings, but like Sports Illustrated said, the Broncos are closing the gap. Could 2025 be the year we dethrone Patrick Mahomes and company with a defense that could be the best in the NFL, a young and growing offense, and Sean Payton calling the shots? The sky's the limit. But success depends on a few things. Bo Nix needs to make that jump. R.J. Harvey has to deliver from day one, and the defense has to stay dominant. So, Broncos country, let me wrap this up with one final question. Where do you see the Denver Broncos? Going in 2025? Playoffs? AFC Championship? Or are we bringing home the Lombardi? Drop your predictions in the comments. I know this is one of the most passionate fan bases in the NFL. That's it for now, Broncos country. The Broncos offseason was a show, but now we wait for that 2025 kickoff to see if this team lives. Up to the hype. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with Broncos country. Let's show the world what makes us different. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Broncos!